Most of us want to believe we will meet the one.
It's been 8 years.
That everlasting love.
It's lovely.
Others take a more pragmatic view.
Hello, Nicole.
That there are always options.
Get out!
42-year-old Jamila Mubarak knows how to strut her stuff.
She was a stunning beauty, and she had ambitions to use that beauty to get on in life.
We're on set, and the director was shouting at this guy's assistant.
What's his story? He's a big-time producer.
She mixes with high society on the French Riviera.
Jamila boasted about being with hundreds of men, including celebrities.
Excuse me?
That was the most important thing in her life.
But mixing with celebrities is a consolation prize. Jamila dreams she will be the star.
She imagined herself being a great actress. She actually believed Hollywood was calling, beckoning.
Hollywood never calls. But Jamila still rides high with her biggest asset.
She chose to make her living with her body.
She would be able to charge the equivalent of thousands of pounds for a night with one of these guys.
She's an expensive, high-class hooker. But just like Hollywood, a career in prostitution has an end date.
She knew that they would be after younger flesh very soon.
Before age creeps in, Jamila is on the lookout for a customer who'll stick around.
I hear you need the money.
I've been a very naughty boy.
In 2001, she hits the jackpot. A 64-year-old English aristocrat
Are you going to be good?
No, Mommy.
with an eccentric taste in sex.
Do you want another one?
Harder.
Lord Cooper, Earl of Shaftesbury.
Harder?
Yes.
The Earl was a sad character, you know, from an early age. He seemed to be looking for something he couldn't find. In 1999, the Earl's beloved mother died, and he was rocked by this. It was almost as if his life had ended with hers.
He was so distraught that he was on what you call the verge of a nervous breakdown.
Lord Cooper is ripe for the taking.
She didn't need Hollywood now. This was bigger than Hollywood.
Jamila circles the Earl like a vulture, following him to his second home in France.
She certainly knew how to work men. And she worked Lord Cooper.
I have news that may upset you. We're having a baby. I don't want us to have a bastard child.
At heart and soul, he's an English gentleman.
And we won't.
He said, right, we must get married. We must legitimize this child.
You will be the next Lady Shaftesbury. I love you, Mummy.
Jamila got exactly what she wanted. Within a year of that first meeting, she'd married the Earl and even got herself the title of Countess.
While the new Countess of Shaftesbury takes a title in lieu of Hollywood dreams, in Los Angeles, California, Jane and Brent Carpenter are already living theirs.
How about fields of gold?
Yellow, you mean?
It's on trend.
It's on school buses.
Although there was a 20-year difference between them, it didn't seem to matter in what they shared in common.
49-year-old photographer Jane and commercial artist Brent have enjoyed the success of their design business for many years.
They both love the creative arts. They love theater. They really got along and were like soulmates.
But with age, responsibility starts to creep into their glamorous life.
Hello, Carpenter Studios.
Hi, it's Trudy from the nursing home. It's your grandmother. She's had another fall.
How is she?
She's okay, but she's in hospital.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Jane's elderly grandmother lived near Prescott, Arizona.
Grandma said another fall.
That's it. We're moving. Need to be near her.
But darling, our business and our house.
I'll build you a new house. The house of your dreams. Hmm?
In 2000, the power couple start anew in the Arizona desert. But from the start, socialite Jane has trouble adjusting.
Open wide.
Over time, it only gets worse.
No more.
Oh, please, you're fading away to a shadow.
No.
You serious?
For Jane, playing nurse is taking its toll. And now she acquires another patient. Her husband develops diabetes.
I'll just sort it out, Brent. I can't do everything.
She liked to be in the center of the action. And now here she was in piddly little Prescott, Arizona, with a sick grandmother, a sick husband, and she felt the responsibility for all of them.
Okay, thank you.
While one family's ties are fraying, another is binding tightly. In France, call girl Jamila Mubarak has struck gold.
After the marriage, the Earl bought Jamila a massive apartment in Cannes on the south of France and even paid her a $12,000 a month allowance.
But not long after the wedding bells, her new husband is perplexed.
He had married her because she told him that she was pregnant. But after a month or two, there was no sign of any baby.
I told you, I'm one of those women who doesn't show.
He began to get the suspicion that he'd been conned.
It's been 6 months. What do you take me for?
She said, all right, you want the truth?
I got an abortion.
What?
I'm not having a baby with a man who calls me mother during sex.
But I don't believe, and I don't think anyone believed, that that would have put her off.
Jamila wants to be rejected, but not divorced. And the Earl unwittingly obliges.
Get out!
Even after their separation, the Earl was paying an allowance to Jamila of $11,000 a month.
They remained married, and she went through his money. It was a perfect setup for her.
But not for long. The Earl soon finds a replacement.
You are special.
The Earl met another high-class escort called Nadia and started to profess his undying love for her.
He now wants to divorce Jamila so he can marry another prostitute.
Yes? What is it?
Pardon, sir, but your wife is here.
All right. All right.
In order to marry Nadia, of course, the Earl was going to have to divorce Jamila.
Come to apologize. I'm sorry.
Forget it. It's over. My lawyers will be in touch. Please show her out.
And there is no way she wanted to get divorced. That would mean losing her allowance, her lifestyle, and everything.
When things don't go our way, most of us take it on the chin. But not Jamila Mubarak. And in Arizona, she has a kindred spirit in Jane Carpenter when the future looks bleak.
They had planned on being able to come out here and pick up photography work and different kind of marketing work on the side to supplement their income, and I think they found it more difficult than what they had thought was going to happen.
Instead of a comfortable semi-retirement, they are drowning in debt.
What are you up to?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
They went from having $175,000 in the bank and no debt to having just $700 and a refinanced mortgage. It was a big change. Their financial picture was starting to crumble around them.
That's it. Feel the rhythm. Become the beat.
Jane wants to focus on Jane.
Jane was feeling a lot of stress. So she started getting music therapy from a friend.
We're broke.
She was a very self-centered, egotistical type person. It wasn't about anybody else. It was about what was going to work for Jane.
And I am tired of playing nursemaid.
Honey, you'll get through this. And so will Brent.
Brent? Brent's gone.
It was as if his illness put him below her attention. It seemed like the cracks in this once serene relationship were starting to show.
One night, I went to bed next to my husband, and the next morning I wake up with an old man.
It had to be a big burden for anyone, but for Jane, who was made to soar free in the city lights, this was oppressive.
Jane Carpenter's marriage vow, for better or worse, doesn't seem to apply. Nor does Jamila Mubarak's. Her version keeps the better for herself and the worse for her husband. She reaches out to her brother, Mohammed.
Jamila's brother, Mohammed, was just as bad as she was.
The plan is to coax the Earl with peaceful cooperation.
I know we get a divorce. I just wanted to be civilized. Thank you. It's coming.
Good.
On November 5th, 2004, the Earl is not sure what to expect.
Jamila? You're looking well.
Mohammed? You remember my brother?
What's he doing here? What are you doing?
Making sure I get my fair share. Kill him!
He didn't use a gun, a knife. He used his bare hands and strangled the life out of him. Jamila stood there and watched.
After Mohammed had killed the Earl, he and his sister, Jamila, put the body in the boot of a car and drove to dump it.
They are confident the Earl will never be found in a remote ravine outside of Cannes.
I want my money this week.
You'll get it.
Jamila Mubarak's new life is about to begin. But in Arizona, that's still a dream for Jane Carpenter, until she snaps on June 4th, 2002.
On that particular day, Jane woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Brent slept in till 7. When he came down to the kitchen, Jane was there. She attacked him by hitting him in the head with 2 rocks. He was the obstacle in the way of her life, and she eliminated him.
Jane doesn't skip a beat.
She went to visit her grandmother, and when she came back 3 hours later, surprise, she discovered a body on her floor.
But Jane isn't playing the part of a shocked loved one. She's all business when she calls the police.
We didn't find anything broken, anything pried, anything destroyed.
No sign of a break-in.
But the back door wasn't locked.
Or anything open.
So you said.
And you didn't touch the body at all? Not even to check for a pulse?
I'm no doctor, but I know dead when I see it.
It was fairly obvious it wasn't a robbery, it wasn't a person who came from the outside.
Stranger still, there are no fingerprints.
So no prints anywhere?
No, sir.
Not finding workable fingerprints in a house where 2 people live, that's kind of odd. Typically where people live, they leave fingerprints. It had been cleaned somewhat recently.
Does your dog always bark at strangers?
Yep.
The police have suspicions.
Strange.
But there's no evidence to back them up.
Police had absolutely 0 forensic evidence to tie anyone to this crime. Brent's death became a cold case. It didn't look like it would ever be solved.
In France, Jamila Mubarak thinks she's committed the perfect murder. But her victim is one of the richest men in Europe. When he disappears, questions are going to be asked. Jamila claims ignorance, but her phone records tell a different story.
There was a phone call about having to give blood money to her brother for what he had done.
And Jamila's bank account confirms a suspicious payment.
In the week after the murder, 150,000 was transferred from her account into her brother's account.
But there's still no body until 5 months later, hikers discover the Earl's remains in an area investigators know Jamila visited.
Madam, have you been to this area before?
No.
They had her cell phone records that pinpointed that exact spot.
That is very interesting, because we have cell phone records proving that you were in the area.
Eventually, Jamila cracks. She and her brother confess, not to murder, but to accidental death. But in 2007, Jamila and Mohammed Mubarak are convicted of murder. Both are sentenced to 25 years in prison.
I have felt empathy and sympathy for some killers. Jamila's not one of them. Jamila married Lord Cooper because she thought she could buy respectability. When it didn't work out, she murdered respectability.
Like Jamila Mubarak, Jane Carpenter felt marriage was a burden. She goes to extremes to be free. The question remains, how long can she live with the consequences? 10 happy years. Jane moves to Indiana. She picks up her career as a designer and forgets all about life in Arizona.
Jane was back into the high-speed life of the big city. She was on the board of a major arts organization. She was stepping back into the role she had played in the past.
Until the day the past catches up.
The police got an anonymous letter that said that they had seen Jane in the backyard that morning picking up rocks.
The anonymous letter alone isn't evidence.
Come in.
But teamed with new testimony, the police are all ears.
Can you remember her exact words?
It hinges on Jane's conversation with her loan officer the day after the murder.
The specifics of that conversation didn't get disclosed completely. And then about 10 years later, she was able to describe exactly what was said.
She told me Brent's throat had been slashed.
It is something only the murderer could know.
Are you sure they were her exact words?
Absolutely. I was shocked.
The information about the throat was not made public. There was no one else that would have known about that injury.
Keep this between us.
The only time you could see this laceration to his throat was when he was rolled over, and it was almost from ear to ear.
The witness testimony is enough for Jane to be charged.
Yes?
You're under arrest for the murder of your husband, Brent Carpenter.
What it came down to was not who did it, but who else would have done it.
In 2016, the jury convicts Jane Carpenter of first-degree murder. She's sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years.
To see that Jane was going to be held responsible for what she did, nothing will ever bring Brent back, but it did help provide some satisfaction.
Divorce should be the solution to dying love.
That boy's no good.
But some people want more than freedom. As happens in Tennessee in the year 2000.
Help me kill him.
"33-year-old bombshell Nicole Von Lee Titlow has men of all ages chasing her.
Nicole was beautiful. Oh, everybody said, that's the prettiest girl I've ever saw.
I can't have my girl driving around on an old jalopy, can I?
My God, you got me a car?
But Nicole only lets her relationships go so far. There's something holding her back.
Nicole was born a male in a small town in the South. She always wanted to be a woman.
I had a son, a boy. His name was Harry Von Lee Titlow.
By her 30s, after extensive hormone treatment and breast surgery,
Bye-bye, Harry.
Harry, now Nicole, is a lot happier.
Hello, Nicole.
Nobody ever questioned it. Nothing male about her at all, whatsoever. Nothing. I mean, she was completely woman. Head to toe, legs and all.
If she did not tell you that she had been born a male, you would never know.
Oh, that's very nice. What do you think, Ma?
But Nicole needs one more operation that she and her mom can't afford.
It's gonna take a while.
Her rich auntie, 61-year-old Billie Jean Rogers, offers to help.
You should come live with us. I'll introduce you to all my rich friends.
No one knows her true intentions.
When Billie Jean looked at Nicole, she saw a desperate person who would do anything to get the money she needed for her reassignment surgery. And that appealed to Billie.
Devotion is both a family's greatest strength and its biggest weakness. When does obligation become manipulation? Cleveland, Ohio. 41-year-old single mom Uloma Curry is patiently waiting for live-in boyfriend Will Walker to propose.
It's been 8 years.
William Walker was a firefighter, well-respected in the community. He had been married also and divorced and had 2 children. And when they met, they fell in love.
It's lovely.
But it seems she's waiting in vain.
Do you really like him?
Uloma is getting very impatient. She wants to get married.
Hey, look what I got.
There are no wedding bells, but Will gives Uloma and her 16-year-old daughter everything else.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Just like your mother.
When Will and Uloma got together, the whole family moved in. Will was a really hard worker, trying to create as much money as he could to provide for his family and move them into a better situation.
You kids behave yourselves.
Of course.
Will even tolerates the daughter's 19-year-old boyfriend, Chad Padgett.
Chad was a kind of a low-level weed dealer.
That boy's no good.
Well, he's the father of her child.
They just seemed to rub each other the wrong way.
He still ain't no good.
But despite that, Will allowed Chad to stay in the home with them.
You look at this picture and it's like one big happy family. You know, blended, but happy. Everybody's getting along.
Uloma wants more.
Hey. Uloma is getting very impatient, so she devises a plan. She's gonna force him into marrying her. And how is she gonna do that?
What did the doctor say?
It's breast cancer.
Not pregnancy. No, stage 4 breast cancer.
Uloma pretends to be terminally ill.
That's all right. There are wonderful treatments out there, and you can beat this, darling.
Not that I can afford.
She had told Will that she didn't have the insurance that would cover what kind of treatments she would need.
You just jump on my insurance.
But we're not married.
Well, we can change that today. Would you marry me? Is that a yes?
Yes. Really?
Of course.
That says a lot about Will's character, but it also says a lot about Uloma's character. I mean, how low can you go to lie to a person who you've been in love with and been with for a number of years?
In times of need, family favors can save the day. But some people can ask too much. As Nicole Von Titlow will soon discover.
Here's to our new and very welcome guest.
Cheers. Cheers.
Her 74-year-old uncle, Don Rogers, welcomes her with open arms. The Michigan car part manufacturer is a self-made millionaire with a big heart.
Oh, he was the sweetest person in the world. He didn't bother nobody. He didn't like to go out, but he didn't care where Billy went.
Don has a big drinking problem and is happy to spend time alone, leaving Billie Jean to amuse herself. She enjoys spending her husband's fortune.
Yes! Yes!
While Nicole joins the ride.
The slot machines. She played slot machines. And that's when their troubles began.
Billy is blowing thousands on slot machines.
Last one.
Billie Jean had a profound gambling addiction.
Come on.
There were nights where it appeared she was spending between $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 at the casino and losing it.
Billie Jean!
Don's a generous husband,
Get over here!
but not when it comes to gambling.
What?
I warned you about this.
Oh, you make enough money for me to have a bit of fun.
$26,000 in one night?
It was an extreme amount of money that she lost and didn't seem to show any remorse for, and they'd had a big argument.
You spend another cent of my money on gambling, and I'll divorce you.
She was going to lose the money that she was gambling with.
She was not about to let Don cut her off of her fun. It's kind of that simple.
Billie Jean has a plan and an ally.
Billy was a manipulator from word go.
While Billie Jean plans to manipulate her unwitting niece, Yuloma Curry Walker has everything she wants from her family. For now. In 2013, after 8 years of waiting, Mrs. Walker thinks she's hit the jackpot.
That's when Will got promoted to lieutenant, which earned him a good pay raise. They put aside enough money to put a down payment on a house in Madison, Ohio, and they were getting ready to move.
Stage 1 of Yuloma's financial plan is underway.
She was quite an avid shopper. Yuloma is known as someone who was really well put together, had her hair done, seemed to always be dressed nice.
A fake illness is the perfect excuse for a spending spree.
Are you opening a store?
Well, I need a little retail therapy to cheer me up.
And her loving husband
That's beautiful.
makes sure she has everything she needs by working 4 jobs.
Well, I'm just here to get changed real quick.
Are you working tonight?
Oh, yeah.
While William is hard at work, Yuloma is busy forging his signature.
Yuloma is using William's name and social security number, opening up credit cards, getting bank loans.
She had a couple of credit cards taken out in Will's name that he was unaware of.
William, working his butt off, doesn't know anything about it.
But when you build your house on a mountain of lies, something's got to give.
Yuloma went out and raked up tens of thousands of dollars worth of debt on Will's credit cards. She really knew she was in trouble when they got those credit card bills. She couldn't handle them.
Ma, are you okay?
Yuloma feels that the window of opportunity is closing here and that William is going to find out about her secrets.
I need your help, baby girl.
Yuloma's solution to the problem was to recruit her juvenile daughter and the daughter's drug-dealing boyfriend.
Ma needs your help.
What's up?
You know what we talked about before?
Lieutenant William Walker had an insurance policy. Yuloma believed that she was the beneficiary of that insurance policy, and that was for approximately $500,000.
We gotta do it.
William, Yuloma knows, is worth more dead than he is alive.
You'll have to be waiting there for the gun. And when he gets back, you'll have to shoot him.
It wasn't enough for Yuloma to conspire to kill a man that was very, very good to her. She made it a family event.
In Michigan, Billie Jean Rogers has the same idea. August 12th, 2000. Millionaire Don Rogers ends his day like every other, drinking many, many nightcaps.
It wasn't unusual for him to consume large amounts of alcohol to the point of even passing out.
Don is out cold when his wife and her niece return from another casino marathon.
When Billy saw Donald on the floor, passed out, that's when they hatched the plan.
Help me kill him.
Now Nicole finds out why she's been invited to stay.
I'll give you $100,000.
She was under the influence of a very close family member and made a very poor choice.
You can get yourself fixed up.
She agrees.
Okay. Yeah? Okay. I can do this. Okay.
Billy would hold Donald's mouth open,
Here. Here, you.
and Nicole would pour the vodka into it, hoping that he would either drown or die of alcohol poisoning.
Pour it down his throat. Oh, give me that.
Nicole claims the unfolding horror gives her second thoughts.
Where are you going? Bathroom.
She said, I can't do this, Billy. Let's just leave him alone. Nicole said she went to the bathroom, fixed her hair, walked back in there, and Billy had a pillow over Don's face and had smothered him.
When Don made Billie Jean the sole beneficiary of his fortune, his days were numbered.
Billie Jean dials 911 to report a tragedy.
I'll make the call.
My niece and I, we just walked in.
Because of Don's history of drinking, no one questions Billie Jean's story,
I think he might be dead.
while Nicole bites her tongue.
He's kind of cold.
Nicole and Billie Jean had every reason to believe they'd gotten away with murder.
Nicole Von Lee Titlow and her aunt are forever linked by a secret too dark to share. In Cleveland, Ohio, Uloma Curry Walker asks her children to do the same, to kill her husband. But her daughter's boyfriend, Chad Padgett, doesn't want to get his hands dirty. He recruits a friend, 21-year-old Ryan Doherty.
Are we all in?
What's in it for me?
Ryan Doherty was a low-functioning individual, not a very high IQ, and had agreed to be the gunman for some weed and a couple $100.
Uloma thinks she has a foolproof plan.
Uloma explains that she'd like it to appear like a rapper.
It's got to be tonight.
She tells them, pull Will's pants pockets out so it looks like you went through his pockets, and that way that'll kind of throw the investigators off a little bit.
On the evening of November 3rd, 2013, Uloma sets the stage to turn her living husband
Hey, babe, have I shown you this?
into cold, hard cash.
We'll have a separate dining room in a new place. It's fantastic.
Speaking of dining, I'm starving. Do you think you could get the takeout now?
Sure, no problem.
So in order to set Will up, Uloma sends him out for some fast food.
When he leaves, she texts the murder squad back in the basement and says, "It's on." So when William comes back, Ryan is waiting. Ryan pops out behind those garbage bins. And he pumps 4 rounds into William, dropping him to the ground.
When she hears the gunshots, she rushes out to the driveway and she sees Will laid out on the concrete, bleeding. She gets on her phone and she calls 911 and puts on the performance of a lifetime.
It's my husband. He's a fireman. Please, he's been shot.
Uloma's acting can't hide the first in a series of mistakes.
You would just instinctively go to the person you love if they've just been shot and start trying to revive them. But there's no evidence of that. So suspicion number 1. Here is the grieving wife whose husband has just been gunned down, but there's no blood on her.
William Walker dies in the hospital later that night, with no idea his wife is his killer.
You know, Will gave Uloma everything, and what she gave him in return was a bullet.
When murder and family collide, it's the ultimate betrayal. Unlike Uloma, Nicole Von Lee Titlow can't handle the guilt.
What's wrong, babe?
Nicole's conscience is eating at her. She spills to her boyfriend, Danny.
Don's dead.
Nicole fell into a common pitfall. She couldn't keep her mouth shut.
Billy did it. She popped Barker in his mouth.
She was feeling bad about what had happened.
You killed him.
Shattered and scared,
Now remember, in her own words.
Danny goes to the police.
Grabbed the ball out of my hand, she pawed it down his nose.
He agrees to wear a wire when he next meets Nicole.
So she did all the work.
I'd have to let go. I put just a little bit of vodka in his mouth.
And it was really weighing heavy on her. She didn't need a lot of encouragement.
She grabbed the ball out of my hand and just pawed it up his nose.
I think Nicole may have thought that because she didn't actually kill Don, that she wasn't responsible for his murder in any way. She was wrong.
Very wrong. Although Nicole incriminated herself, Billie Jean says nothing. The body has been cremated. It's Nicole's word against Billie's. And Billie wins.
There was no physical evidence against her, so she was smart not to make any statements.
Billie Jean Rogers is acquitted. Nicole Von Lee Titlow is found guilty of second-degree murder. In 2002, she's sentenced to a minimum of 20 years in a male prison. She receives parole in 2021. Billie Jean doesn't get to spend her dead husband's money for long. 6 months after her acquittal, she dies of cancer.
Whether Billie Jean was involved in the murder of her husband or not, it doesn't matter. She never got to enjoy the money.
In Cleveland, Ohio, Uloma Curry Walker's dream to cash in on her husband also isn't going to plan.
You'll receive around $20,000 from the firefighter fund.
And his pension?
Uloma neglects to check the paperwork.
No, that goes to his daughter.
Insurance?
His daughter and his ex-wife.
She doesn't get a dime from Will's life insurance or pension.
Here's your copy.
As Will neglected to list her as a beneficiary on those policies.
Will's first wife and children are the beneficiaries. Things get worse when an informant comes forward implicating the boyfriend, Chad.
And we have your DNA in a shell casing.
Who was Yoloma?
Chad said that it was Yoloma who directed this hit against her husband.
Stand up, put your hands behind your back.
The dominoes fall. They bring in her daughter, and what does she do? She gives up her own mother.
All right, let's go.
In 2016, Chad Padgett pleads guilty to involuntary manslaughter with conspiracy and is sentenced to 28 years in prison. Ryan Doherty pleads guilty to aggravated murder and receives 23 years. As a minor, her daughter pleads guilty to delinquency and serves 1 month detention.
Yoloma ruined not only William Walker's life, but then she ruined her daughter's life, all for her own greed in receiving an insurance payout.
Yoloma Curry Walker is found guilty of aggravated murder and conspiracy. She is sentenced in 2017 to life in prison with no parole. Yoloma's grand financial plan came up empty and achieved nothing but pain for those who loved her.
No empathy, no sorrow, nothing. And she'll die in prison.